Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is just it's a different video. I'm kind of doing like natural hair 101 topics. Like I have, a lot of people who are natural who just have like really simple questions all the time for just like natural hair stuff in general. So I thought it was pretty cool to kind of do a video talking about things that if you're new to the natural world, you're just kind of wondering what's what, like I don't know what to do, what should I use, things like that. What does this mean? What does that mean? What should I be looking out for? Because when I was natural, or when I first went natural, I should say, a lot of these things I didn't know either. And now that I have been natural for over 4 years, it's just kind of, everyone knows it, but there are some people who don't. So there may be 1 or 2 people viewing this video because they just wonder, the new stuff that, any new natural person should know. So I thought I was just going to do a quick video kind of talking about that. So if you are interested in all of my like tips for newly natural girls or just newly natural people, then stay tuned. All right, so the first thing or tip that I'm going to talk about with being natural is like just washing your hair, this whole process. First of all, you want to make sure that you use products that are good for natural hair. You're probably going to have to get rid of all of your old shampoos that you use that had like the sulfates and parabens and stuff like that in it, because they're not made for us natural girls. They pretty much strip your hair, and that's not what you want. You want to put the moisture into your hair, and you don't want to use something that's going to strip it, because we need moisture for our hair to thrive. So the first thing you need to do is definitely check out the labels of your shampoos. Check out the ingredients and make sure that you're not using products that have sulfates in it or have parabens in it or anything like that that is going to really strip your hair of the moisture. So if it says, for natural hair, look at that, compare it to the products that is not for natural hair. A lot of the products that are not for natural hair have a lot of alcohols in it. There are some alcohols that are okay for natural hair. Not all of them are. So you want to gravitate toward those products that are geared to natural hair. You want to use products that have a lot of water as far as the ingredients, and it's typically like you want it to be the first ingredient in the product, because that means that it has some more of that ingredient in it. And products that have water base in it or high water content are perfect for helping your hair to retain the moisture and putting moisture back into your hair, because it is a water-based product. So when I first went natural and cut off all my hair, so I was wondering, how often do I need to wash my hair? You can do it whenever you want, but you don't want to overdo it, because you're going to start, taking all the moisture out of your hair, and you're going to start drying your hair out if you use, if you wash it that many times. But of course, if you're using shampoo or if you're using co-wash, that's a totally different thing. So for me, I wash my hair once a week. When I big chopped, I may have done twice a week, but I didn't really do more than that. And the reason that I did it twice a week back then wasn't because I necessarily needed to, but it's just because it was fun. And my hair was so short, and it only took me like 15 minutes start to finish to do my hair. So I was like, oh yeah, let me wash my hair again and just curl it on my finger, and I'm done. So you can wash your hair twice a week, do a midweek wash if you want to, but it's definitely not needed, because you don't want to constantly put a whole lot of products on your hair to make you have a lot of product buildup to force you to have to wash your hair all the time. You don't have to do that. So you can shampoo your hair once a week or once every other week. It depends on what method it is that you want to go for. You have to see what works for you. Some naturals don't use shampoo at all. Some naturals shampoo like once every other week, which is what I did when I big chopped. I used shampoo like every other week, and I would co-wash, the times that I didn't use shampoo. I think shampoo is definitely good to use, because you want to get the product off of your hair at some point. You don't want to keep putting conditioner and styling products and gel and this and that and over and over and over and over and over again, because eventually you are going to experience some buildup on your hair, and the only thing that's going to get that off is shampoo, not conditioner. So what is a co-wash? Co-wash is pretty much when you wash your hair with conditioner. That's all that it is. Conditioners do have a little sudsy, ness to them. Like you can get a lather from a regular rinse out conditioner. So you may just want to wash your hair midweek if you want to do once a week, or if you want to do twice a week, you can do a cold wash. It's just washing your hair with conditioner, so you're not using the shampoo. Now, for me, I have to use shampoo once a week because I'm gonna get, my scalp's gonna get too itchy, and I'm gonna get dandruff, and I need shampoo. I've never had an issue with using shampoo in the past 4 years of being natural, so it's not a problem for me. It doesn't strip my hair. I only use it once a week, and I always follow with a deep conditioner. But a lot of people ask me, like, what products should I use? That is the magical question. Like, that is definitely the magical question. And unfortunately, that is a part of being a natural. Like, you just have to try a bunch of products to see what works, because believe it or not all hair is made equal. What product works for me in this setting, in this style, may not work for the next person, and vice versa. So just because a product doesn't work for you, doesn't mean that it's necessarily a bad product. But it's basically, you have to try some different things to see what works for you. Everyone's hair has like that 1 or 2 holy grail products that never has failed them ever. But that's a part of being a natural, is that sometimes you may turn into a product junkie in the beginning, just constantly buying a bunch of different things to see what actually works, what doesn't work, and that's just a part of the process. So there is no magical product to get, unfortunately. There is no one product that is going to curl your hair, that's going to actually alter the genetics and the type of hair that you have. Some products may enhance it, absolutely, may enhance what's already there, but it's not going to change the pattern or the curl pattern or the type of hair that you have. Some natural girls don't use products with any silicones in them. I happen to like products with silicone because it gives my hair slip, and it allows me to kind of work through and detangle my hair. It has not had any bad effects on my hair at all. So I don't have a problem with using products that have a little bit of silicone in them. All right, and so another thing that really helped me when I first went natural is to just kind of get on some of those natural hair blogs and like look in those natural hair communities, like I think it was like Curly Nikki, because a lot of people have the same questions, and those, reading those blogs and reading those comments and questions from other people, it really helped me to kind of understand and to just kind of figure everything out. So don't be afraid to look at those blogs, and because they're really going to help you. I promise you, you won't be the only person to have that same question or wonder what to do or what not to do or anything like that. Like, those blogs really helped me not only just learn a little bit about just my natural hair and what things should I do, what I shouldn't do for natural hair, but it also helped me to kind of gain some confidence in just rocking my hair, as it was. I big chopped. A lot of people wonder, should I big chop or should I transition? That's completely up to you. But I will say that to big chop, it definitely takes a lot of courage and a lot of confidence, because we're used to having hair and styling it, and I'm using my hair as kind of like my accessory or something like that. So when we chop it all off and there is nothing there, that takes a lot of confidence and courage to do, and to rock it and to live it and to own it. And for me, it definitely took me some time to kind of get used to having no hair at all. But for me, it was worth it. I did not want to transition, because a lot of people fall into the bad habit of transitioning. So I'm going to flat iron my hair every single week so that my hair is just straight, which is okay. But in the end, you're only damaging your hair, because those curls that come out of your hair fresh and new and just wanting to be curly as it is, you're constantly putting that heat on it. So you're like damaging your hair before you even, gave it a chance. So be very mindful if you decide to transition, that you're not putting heat on your hair constantly every single week or twice a week, because you're going to damage the hair. You're going to damage those beautiful, precious curls that you are trying to achieve, already. So you don't want to do that. You can definitely try some low manipulation or protective styles like twist styles or flat twists or braids or something like that, but you don't want to constantly put a heat. And I personally didn't want to battle having to deal with two different hair textures. Like, I had let my hair kind of grow out for maybe 2-3 months or something like that. It wasn't very long at all, and I just cut it all off because I'm like, you know what, if I'm gonna go natural, I'm just gonna do it. It is what it is. What happens, happens. Either I'm gonna love it, I'm hate it, but at the end of the day, my hair is gonna grow back. And by me just chopping it all off, I was able to just really see my hair as it grew out of my head. I could play with it, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I absolutely loved it. The thing that really worked for me in my natural hair journey, just helping my hair to grow, is to find a hair regimen and stick to it. Stick to it, stick to it, stick to it, because your hair is going to get used to it. It's like going to be, you know, a ritual. It's a regimen for your hair. So my regimen is simple. It always has been simple. Like, even before I was natural, I wash my hair like once a week. I put deep conditioner in it every time I wash it. I style it. Generally, before I was natural, I would do roller sets faithfully, so that I'm just sitting under the dryer with rollers, and then after that I will wrap my hair every day, and that was it. I didn't go in with a curling iron every single day and curl my hair. My hair was not able to handle that, so I didn't do it. As a natural, I have a simple hair regimen. I wash, condition my hair, I deep condition it. I do some type of low manipulation hairstyle, like a wash and go, or a twist out, or I put it in a bun or something like that. Something very simple that I don't have to actually have my fingers in it constantly every day or anything like that. How often do I flat iron my hair? Like 3 or 4 times a year, probably more like 3 times a year, if I do 3 times a year. And that's pretty much for me to see what I need to trim, if I need to trim any of my hair to make sure that it's still being healthy. But I definitely don't flat iron my hair often at all whatsoever, because I am deathly afraid of damaging my hair from doing a flat iron. So I stay away from it as much as possible. Like I said, maybe 3 times a year is pretty much my max. And I'm sitting here trying to remember the last time I flat ironed my hair, and it's been a minute. I don't even know when it was, but you know, I don't do the heat often at all whatsoever. I don't even diffuse my hair whenever I wash it, because number one, if I'm doing a wash and go, I don't like the way it comes out using a diffuser, so I much prefer the look of it if I let my hair air dry. And the only time I may do, like, with a dryer, sit under the dryer, is if I'm doing a twist out like this and I'm finishing my hair really late and I don't want to go to sleep with, you know, super wet hair, because there's no way that's going to dry by the morning. So I'll, you know, sit under the dryer at that point. But I definitely stay away from some heat. But that's pretty much my regimen. Like, at night, now that my hair is longer, I put it up in a pineapple, tie it, take it out in the morning, mist it, and I'm good to go. So find a hair regimen that really works for you. Stick to it. Do it every single week the same way every single time. You can use different products, absolutely, but definitely find a hair regimen, because that is what's going to help your hair to actually thrive. The other thing that is really important for naturals is to make sure that the most important thing is just, it's all about moisture. At the end of the day, it is all about moisture. You have to make sure that you have moisture in your hair. Every single day, I spritz my hair with some type of water or some type of product. Before I was natural, one of my very, very best friends was natural, and she would tell me that, you know, every day, you know, I spritz my hair with water and da da da. And I'm like, what? You put water in your hair every day? Like, my hair will flip out if I put water in it every day. Like, that was my mindset as being a relaxed person. But once you're natural, you realize that water is the only thing that's going to help your hair to revive and revitalize. So every day I have a spray bottle handy. Every natural has a spray bottle. Like, get you a spray bottle with water. You can have a different concoction in it if you want. You can put a little leave-in conditioner in your spray bottle. You can put a few drops of oil in your spray bottle. But the main thing is to have water in your spray bottle. And every day, spritz your hair. You can do it once or twice a day, in the morning or in the evening, or just in the morning or just in the evening. But I definitely do it every single morning. I spritz my hair, because that is what's going to add the moisture back into your hair. And I'm not saying drench your hair. No, you just want to mist it, a light mist. You want to dampen it just slightly so that some water is in there, some moisture is in there, because your hair has to have moisture, like otherwise it's going to be dry, and you do not want that for your hair. That is the most important thing. There's any takeaway from this video is to moisturize your hair. And the only thing to moisturize your hair is water. Oil does not moisturize your hair. Butters, you know, they don't moisturize your hair. Like, that is not the base of a moisturizer. They lock in moisture. That's what they do. But you need water to moisturize your hair. So get you a spray bottle, put you some stuff in it, mostly water, but you can, like I said, add some things into it, just kind of change it out what you want to do. But every day you want to spritz your hair lightly to get some moisture back into your hair. Work it through. I don't care if you have a twist out, a wash and go, whatever you're doing. Spray your hair a little bit, you know, as long as you haven't flat ironed it, because obviously the water is not going to help in that situation. But for a natural, you have to mist your hair every day, and just, that's the only thing that's most important. Like the LOC method and this, or LCO method, and this is kind of like a part of having your natural hair regimen that you do. So this is pretty much the method that you go into when you're styling your hair. So LOC or LCO, the L stands for like a liquid or a leave-in conditioner, whichever one you use. O is for your oil, and C is for like your cream-based products. So I typically do the LOC method. So I use, of course, my hair is already damp whenever I start to style my hair, but I put a leave-in conditioner always. I follow that in, I seal that in with an oil always, and then I put my cream, my styling cream, or my moisture milk, whatever I'm doing to actually style my hair. And that chain of or order of products is intended to lock in the moisture in your hair. That's the purpose of it. Some people have better results with doing LCO, which is the leave-in or your liquid, and the cream, and then using the oil on top of that to lock in the moisture. I use that anytime I'm styling my hair, whether I'm doing a protective style or not, whether I'm doing a wash and go or not, whether I'm putting it in a bun or not. That is the order of how I put these products into my hair. I start with the leave-in, I follow that with an oil, I seal that in with the cream. Or if you want to do the LCO method, you know, flip the oil and cream, the order in which you use that. But that is intended to lock the moisture into your hair. And again, how to lock the moisture into your hair is to start with water. So you have to have moist hair. Please, people, put water in your hair on a regular basis. Another topic to talk about whenever you're a new natural is pre-pooing. A lot of people do a pre-poo. What is a pre-poo? How do I do a pre-poo? What's the purpose of a pre-poo? So a pre-poo is basically to set your hair up, to prep your hair for wash day. So it's kind of to do the detangling ahead of time before you wash your hair and have to detangle in the shower. And it also helps to add a whole bunch of moisture into your hair before you shampoo it, with the hopes that with the shampoo and all the extra moisture that you add ahead of time, you still have some shampoo or some moisture in your hair after you shampoo. So the purpose of a pre-poo is to really help get your hair prepped and ready and extra moisturized before you actually shampoo it. You can do a pre-poo with some type of oil, like coconut oil or olive oil or aloe vera, or you can do it with a rinse out conditioner. So pretty much what you do is you section your hair into 4 quadrants. You mist or kind of dampen each section. You take whatever you're using to pre-poo, so oil, aloe vera, or conditioner, and you work that in really, really, really good. This is where you're going to be heavy-handed. You work that in, and you start kind of detangling your hair. It'd be good to finger detangle your hair, then use a comb. Most likely when you're pre-pooing, that's typically what I do. So you finger detangle your hair if you can, twist it up, put it up, you know, pin it down. Do that in each section, so that way you can do this pre-poo overnight generally, or a couple of hours before you actually wash your hair. So what it's doing is it's detangling your hair ahead of time. You're using that conditioner or that oil to really kind of help detangle, really kind of get some moisture in there before you shampoo it out, so that when you are shampooing or washing your hair, their wash day is just going really fast. You're not spending a whole lot of time trying to detangle, and your hair is going to be more moisturized than if you didn't do that before. All right, so that is it. I know this probably was a super long video, and I'm really sorry, but I really just kind of want to talk about some topics that may be really, really helpful for some newly natural people. Just things that, you know, we wonder about, and you know, when you're natural for so long, you just forget that you know all these things. But when you start being a natural, it's like you wonder a lot of these things. What do I need to do? Help me, help me. So I just wanted to do this video, hoping that it's helpful for some. Hopefully I answered some questions. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of things that I probably forgot to even mention, as long as this video already was. But if there are any extra questions that you guys have about, you know, just being natural, what should I do, anything like that, please feel free to comment below, and I will most certainly reply to your comment for sure. So that's pretty much all that I had, all that I want to kind of talk about in this video. So thank you so much for watching this video. Again, I really appreciate it. And don't forget to comment and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if you liked it, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.